Commuters are traveling from the southeast, south-south to Lagos or to Ogun State. Untold hardship. This is a federal road, which we all know. This is probably, unarguably, the most important road to southern Nigeria because it evacuates traffic carrying goods and persons from Lagos, the financial headquarters of Nigeria, to Ogun State, to southeast, south-south zone of Nigeria. So it's a major arterial road. The reconstruction of this road was awarded by previous administrations. However, sadly, that reconstruction was started from the Benin end of this road, sadly and curiously. And from what we are told, the budget was not enough to allow for the completion of this road to the Sagamu interchange. So it stopped short of getting to Jebu. It is somewhere around the outskirts of Jebu, around between Jebu and Jebu East. And what we are seeing today is what our masses are suffering. I have come to see for myself so I can ensure that the state government, in a responsible manner, steps in immediately. Let me confirm to you that last week, Thursday, I also brought the issue of this road to the attention of Mr. President. I had a one-on-one meeting with him and I discussed with him that there is an emergency that needs to be attended to on this road. So, for the avoidance of doubt, let nobody not think that Ogun State has not been responsive. Now, knowing fully well that the federal government have a lot of such critical roads to deal with, as a responsive state government, we deployed our Ministry of Works, our Ministry of Environment to this place. And what they've done is to identify exactly the immediate cause of this ponding. In the meantime, you see that they are filling this place with hardcore, and they're going to continue to fill it so that it can be, passable. But this is just an immediate intervention. I have sought from Mr. President his attention so that the Ministry of Works can immediately award this road to a reputable contractor. And I know they're working on it. However, Mr. President has also instructed me that if we do not get the attention as fast as we want, the state government should go ahead and take ownership of this section and repair it. So we'll wait and see what happens over the next 48 hours. If we don't see enough traction, the state government will step up what we're doing, will take ownership of this section of the road, and we'll do a total reconstruction. Because we cannot sit by, fold our arms, and allow innocent citizens of Nigeria and of the state to continue to suffer.
Right after that, nuisance, Lele.
They have rules like that, but they were able to give Shaguri 1.1 trillion naira out of 16 trillion naira they want to use in building a coastal road. Remember? So he went there for the photo op and all that. On paper, that particular road has been completed. If you go and look at Bokwari's record of completed roads, reconstructed roads, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, reconstructed, completed. Lagos Sagamu, Benin, Warri Expressway, Delta, completed, reconstructed and completed. Second Niger Bridge, built, completed. East-West Road, 70% completed. All lies. Where is Isaleko Barack Obama now? Ajangbadi Albert Einstein. Where is he now? Your Minister of Darkness, potholes, and homelessness. Fashola Holmes. Where is he now? They are already touting his name to come and replace Bajabia Mule. as a chief of staff to Tifnumbu. They said if he was the one that is chief of staff to Tifnumbu, Tifnumbu would have done better than this. Our bunch of failures. Our young Kadibi, our young Wale Idun, dons worst of the worst from Yoruba land. But no, since most of our people have never listened to anything like any good life, what they have been offered, the mediocrity they've been offered, is so appreciated enough that they will take offense when you tell them the truth about these criminals. Bokwari don't complete that road though, on paper. They don't complete. You will even go and check the archive. You will see the picture. It's completed. Àwọn olórí burúkú dédé, àwọn ọ̀tá ajé, ọ̀tá ìlú, ọmọ àlè ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. But they are parading themselves as the Yoruba, oh my God, how can anybody say these are the Yoruba elite, for God's sake? These are the best you have in Yoruba land. Are you joking? How can you look at these rogues and say these are the best you have from you? Ow! Oh, my skin crawls. But yeah, sometimes you do not actually fight for these guys because they do not deserve anybody fighting for them. In no, same way, right? I saw a clip of this guy from that axis too. Olopasa Jesu Tega. It was on Arise last night, as usual, passing the buck, passing the blame. Do you mind?
I went there that same morning because me, I don't trust EFCC with this matter. I know they are just playing the script, and I have absolutely no confidence in them anymore. So
He's talking about the EFCC, by the way.
I went there that same morning because me, I don't trust EFCC with this matter. I know they are just playing the script, and I have absolutely no confidence in them anymore. So I drove there myself. Where did I park, Dr. Abati? I parked at the car park. They told me that Yaya Bello was there with Governor Dodo and that people were hailing him, including the EFCC staff, calling him White Lion, White Lion, White Lion. And he stayed there for 4 hours. He interacted with the chief of staff. I don't know where the chairman, my learned friend, Olanikpeku Olukoyede was. He interacted with his chief of staff, who told him to go home. Only for that same person to go to the Kogi State Governor's Lodge to ask the same person who had presented himself, who had said, whenever you need me, they told him that if we need you, that's what police do. I don't know the kind of training the EFCC officers have. If we need you, we will call you. I am here. Call me. I will come. No, they brought their full Nollywood crew, basically, to come and stage a fake arrest. And he said, no, I will go there myself. Did I not come there in the morning? Then they started shooting in a residential neighborhood.
Tega. Well, as counsel, what will you advise?
Yes,
will you say that former Governor Yaya Bello should at least make the attempt again of either going back to the EFCC to fulfill all righteousness or show up in court? What will you advise?
Yaya Bello, Dr. Abati, is good. Yaya Bello is in court. This is the irony of this narrative. Yaya Bello has never been a fugitive from justice. I interacted with Yaya Bello. According to Yaya Bello, this is he's not a lawyer. He's a highly intelligent man, but he's not a lawyer. He said he has credible evidence, intelligence, that people are trying to harm him under the guise of fighting corruption. Now, that sort of statement is not really, it's a bit too generalized to a lawyer.
Okay, quickly, let me clarify something. Let me clarify something. Are you part of Yaya Bello's legal team? Are you a member of his legal team?
No. He's not at all. He's a very, very good friend of mine, someone who respects me greatly.
Oh, okay. So that's
and
your bona.
He's my fellow party man.
Oh, okay. That's your bona fide.
He's my fellow party man and my fellow Baptist, my fellow supporter of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu.
I see. Okay, very quickly. One of the narratives that former Governor Yahaya Bello's supporters have been putting out there is that this is a case of political persecution. They have said, look, there have been issues about misappropriation of funds in Kano State, in Benue State, in other states, in Kaduna State, for example. That why is it only Yahaya Bello? But that argument would seem to have fallen flat because this week, or rather a few days ago, we have heard that the EFCC has arrested and detained former governor of Taraba State, Darius Ishaku, over the misappropriation of local government funds up to the tune of 27 billion naira. Is it a difference in law to say, why are you coming after me? Why not the other man?
As you probably even know better than me, Dr. Abati, justice must not only be done, but must be seen to be done. When the law enforcement seems to be executing selective justice, well, it makes everyone lose confidence in the system. In the case of former Governor Yahaya Bello, I mean, it is so clear, crystal clear, that it is a hatchet job that the EFCC is up to. The person that you declared wanted, I mean, Ruben, try to wrap your head around this absolutely clumsy, bizarre scenario. You declared someone wanted. You tarnished his reputation. You subjected him to a media trial. The person comes to your office, says, here I am, and you tell him to go home. Then at night you go to attack him, start shooting in the residential neighborhood. That person in law, I challenge any lawyer to refute that. That person in law is entitled to feel you are trying to assassinate him. Why didn't you just take me to custody if you are so desperate to have me? I have come to the police station. You did not arrest me. You told me to go back to my flat. Then in the middle of the night you start shooting. You want to kill me. I have a right to self-preservation, for God's sake. That is a fundamental human right. That is Yahaya Bello's fundamental human right. Now, this narrative of Yahaya Bello running from the law. Do you know how people run from the law? You run from the law by thumbing your finger at the court. You don't go briefing lawyers to go and represent you in court. Yahaya Bello has been in court all this while. He's not a fugitive. He's not running from anything. He's not even the kind of person that runs from anyone or anything. So this old narrative, I don't know what the hell is going on in that EFCC. If they are not jailing cross-dressers or bargaining plea bargain deals with bartenders, then we hear that they have collected 15 million from a cross-dresser to drop charges. I mean, it is a cesspit of corruption. We need to shake the EFCC down from top to bottom. And with due respect to my learned colleague, Olukoyede, I will say, anytime, any day, is, you see, if the problem we have in life, generally in this country, we do not learn from hindsight. Many have gone. It's something that people used to write in those luxurious buses in those days. Let him go down memory lane and see where his predecessors ended up. In fact, in his own case, he is by far the worst head in that agency.
Well,
àsìkò òǹgbẹ lọ́tún lósì ẹ̀mí òsìká rẹ̀ Jagaban Karim.
It's unreal. I mean, if they tell you that Nigeria is a real place, they lie to you. It is not a real place. You can take that to the bank, right? The minister of power in Nigeria, I've been a minister of darkness. Omo peculiar mess, Benkele mess, Adebayo, came out yesterday and said Nigerians are now enjoying 24 hours electricity. Meanwhile, every day I have seen people cry that they are being shortchanged, they are being duped. Imagine you loading 100,000 naira, 100,000 naira electricity, and it doesn't last you more than a week. A week is 7 days, maximum 8 days. Do you see this problem now? Third world country that is actually paying the bill of a first world country. They deducted my electricity bill, right? This morning, because Monday, it was supposed to have been taken as far back as Friday, 3 days ago. On Saturday, but because it was weekend, so they couldn't take my direct debits on weekends. So they shifted it to today. And they took 90 pounds from my bank, 89 pounds something. So if you change that to Nigerian money, that is practically going to be about 200,000 naira or less. Maybe 190,000 naira here in the UK. And I have access to 24 hours electricity. 24 hours. And if you come to my house in Glasgow, you probably will think, Abba, hey, you just leave all these lights on. Similarly, if you check how much I pay for my gas, which is what I always kind of leave that on almost 24/7 too. So for my gas is about 90, maybe 91 pounds. For my electricity, that's like about 89, 90 pounds. So for both of them, okay, electricity now, because you don't need gas in Nigeria, okay? Electricity, my electricity in the UK, in Glasgow, if you convert it to your naira, is probably, 190,000 naira for 4 weeks, for 30 days. In Nigeria right now, where they have darkness instead of power, instead of electricity, they have different band A, band B, band C, band E. So those who are in band A as those they expected to use 20 hours electricity every day. Electricity when no day. They tell you say you did band A, you will get 20 hours a day. Now people will load about 100,000 naira. And within 10 days, it's gone. 100,000 naira. Do you know what that means? That's like that is like about 50 pounds. Third world country, we don't get power. People they pay up to 50 pounds a week to power to get to pay for electricity that they won't even see. So, and I've had people complain that they have been dubiously put on that band A, and yet 2 days, 3 days, sometimes they won't even see electricity. So, when the Minister of Darkness, Adebayo Peculiar Mess, Penkele Mess, came out yesterday to say Nigerians are complaining that these are the Nigerians that will never be able to live in a working Nigeria. Everybody wants Nigeria that is working. Can you pay? But you know they give them the power, but you are taking their money. So which means in 2 weeks, what I pay for a whole month, 24 hours electricity in the UK, is what some of you are paying in Nigeria for darkness. 2 weeks power in Nigeria for darkness.
Please, we are Mr. and Mrs. Egodo. This is my wife, Ijoma. I'm Chijoke. Please, we are begging NEPA or any people that are in charge of giving us light here in Anambra State. Please, we are duly begging you people to remove us from band A. We don't want to be inside band A again. We are appealing to you. If there is...
Let me on the light so that this...
On which light? On which light? On which light?
Sorry.
Ijoma. Ijoma.
Sorry. Oh, God, already bright.
What don't you use brightness to do?
Sorry. It's for the camera to bring your color out.
Please, we are begging you people. Please, any band you people put us inside. Please, the band will not be called Akosei now. Please, we are begging you people. Remove us from band A. Remove us from band A in the NEPA. Please. If there is anything like band Y or band Z or band 0, carry us and go there. Please. Otoko, Boanogide, 3 days, you will not see light. They did not put me into this kind of light. The sweetness of Nigeria is 3 days, no light. I don't know where this band A and band B started. Please, please, please. Enough is enough. If you look at us now, you will think that we are selling electronics. I'm begging you people so that I will not be having issues with my wife. Because I have warned her, nothing like light again in this house.
But we use it to see.
We shall walk in darkness. We see by faith. We are Christians. We are Christians. We walk by faith and not by sight. We walk by faith and not by light. Please, let this video also serve as a warning and evidence to my in-laws.
Remove them from band A, Abi band B, go put them for band Y, so they won't have to be paying for something they are not using. The other day I was talking about comparative analysis, that in the UK, in a single week,